Hello guys, my name is Matheus Costa Diniz, and my work is about strategic analysis of blockchain technology for competitive advantage. Blockchain is an immutable shared technology that facilitates the process of tracking assets and recording transactions in a business network. Those assets may be either tangible or intangible. Tangible being as a house, a car, a land, or cash, and intangible such as patents, copyrights, or branding. Anything of value can be traded and tracked on a blockchain network, increasing security and even cutting costs for all parts involved. It stores information, as the name says, in a chain of blocks and in a chronological way, connected to the block behind and also the block in front of it. Those blocks shows the movement of an asset. When a new information is added, a new block is also added. And if previous information or data is amended or changed, a new block is also added. The data block can store the information you want. For example, who is sending it, what is being sent, when, how much, and even the condition of it. For example, the size of a package you are shipping, medical records, and many more. The information in those blocks is secure and cannot be deleted or altered if the transaction is already confirmed. Let's see an example of how it works with one of the most known transactions made with blockchain. Let's suppose that we are buying one Bitcoin, and then this transaction is sent to the Bitcoin network. On each node of the network, the device executes the Bitcoin smart contract, which is a set of rules to validate or not that transaction. And once that validation is confirmed, the transaction information is added to the chain of blocks for that Bitcoin, and the transaction is finally completed, and the Bitcoin is now ours. Let's say that Tisco is introducing blockchain in order to help with its business. What advantage would that bring to Tisco? Let's start talking about safety and cost savings, because the information transmitted by each tracked product is always encrypted. Security increases the trust of users and also the participants within the whole organization. In the event of a recall, for example, blockchain can help identify affected products in seconds, saving costs for the business owner and protecting customers' health and brand trust as well. Then we have improved communications between suppliers, customers, and the company. Each item has a specific tracking code that allows you to locate a product in a few seconds. All the departments involved in the distribution and also the sales process, as well as the end customers, have those codes in their hands to know what the development of each product is. If the buyer has access to such detailed information, delays can be reduced, and also loyalty to the companies can increase. Product quality is also an option that can be improved with blockchain. Manufacturers can prove that the product is authentic, has good quality, and it's not a bad product. Blockchain intervenes in a key way in this problem, certifying the authenticity of each product. In turn, allowing the end customer to easily verify it and know with certainty that the product is authentic or not. As we saw with Bitcoin transactions, The same can be done to optimize payments. For example, business-to-business payments are easier and more reliable by simplifying financial transactions, um, also speeding up process and reducing costs and risks during the process. Some of the use cases Tesco can implement to gain a competitive advantage over other companies are, for example, creating smart loyalty programs. They can do that by capturing and tracking consumer data that we allow Tesco to know their participation to it and know how to apply for personalized loyalty programs. They can also use digital agreements and file sharing because for any type of supply chain document exchange, it is important to have the real version of the document. The necessary contracts and documents can be associated with blockchain transactions and digital signatures so that all participants can access the original version of the agreement. Blockchain guarantees the immutability of documents, so the agreement can only be modified when all parties reach a consensus, and this is added to our smart contract. In this way, the organization can reduce the time spent with lawyers on paperwork or at the negotiation table, and it can reduce the time it takes to develop new products or to promote business growth. Another good use case Tesco can implement, and I believe to be one of the most connected to Tesco customer, is using blockchain in the food industry itself. With the advantage of blockchain and the Internet of Things joined, they can revolutionize the food industry. Internet of Things solutions connect the physical world and the digital world, and it captures data such as temperature and humidity during like transport or during storage of the product, and resulting in the most ideal environment for the products. Blockchain provides a secure and immutable platform on which all participants in the supply chain can store and access data. So the both of them together are a really good combined tools to do such a thing. And having said that, we can notice that the application of blockchain technology to supply chain is almost an obligation for business that want to evolve in its conception. Blockchain is not yet widely used to benefit society as a whole. However, it can be used in various ways to basically really impact the world beyond companies and finance. Blockchain-based transactions can be used for various non-financial and non-industrial functions, such as voting in elections, which can be counted in a reliable way and their authenticity confirmed, as well as welfare and unemployment benefits, or even demonstrating that a document was in existence at a particular point in time, because they can produce public records in a quick, cheap, and secure way. So all of those things can benefit from it. Blockchain works well in circumstances where it's important to know ownership histories. They might, for instance, assure that diamonds are obtained ethically, clothing is not produced in sweatshops, and no one is being harmed when doing something, for example, when working. With blockchain, we could reduce the administrative process time while enhancing security effectiveness and transparency as well, which would probably help against corrupt politicians, and we can conclude that blockchain still have a long way to go through, and it already has a lot to contribute to society and to the economy as a whole. Thank you all for your time and have a good day.